This is a short how-to video on using a standard floor jack as a motorcycle engine jack. I just put this engine back into my motorcycle frame. It weighs about 130 pounds, so you really need 3 people to do it without a jack. You gotta have 2 people holding the engine while somebody else puts the through bolts. There's 3 through bolts that go into the frame, but it's really impossible to do with one person unless you have a jack that can raise the engine. So what I did is that I took my standard hydraulic floor jack. It's a 2-ton, 2.25 ton Craftsman jack, and what I did is I cut an L bracket in half, which I used as a straight piece that runs underneath the head of the jack here, and then I ran 2 bolts. It gets better lighting in here. I ran 2 bolts through that L bracket piece and through a piece of wood, and basically created a platform for the engine to sit on. And you don't have to have the bolts be perfectly flat, as you can see here. You know, one of the bolts actually bent the L bracket piece up, but because the jack head is flat, the piece of wood ends up being flat and level with the jack head. Anyhow, so I just deadlifted the engine onto here, about 130 pounds, and then rolled it right into the frame and raised it as I aligned it with the through bolt holes.